What's going on, guys? Today I'm working on this controller. It's the Razer Wolverine Ultimate controller for Xbox, though I assume it works for everything. And let's get it out of the package and its case and see what's going on with it. This is what it looks like. And the problem is, if you can see here, this back trigger doesn't want to work. Like this clicks, this one clicks, this one clicks, this one doesn't. So we're gonna take it apart and see if we can't fix that. Now this is actually my brother-in-law's controller. He wanted me to help fix it, and we'll see if I can. First thing I gotta do is figure out how to open this without breaking it. All right, so yeah, I'll show again the buttons here. You can see this one clicks, this one doesn't want to click. So first thing to do is figure out how to get this open. So there's a screw underneath here, and then two screws hidden in here that we need to get to. Yeah, there we go. Wow. So take this cover off somehow without destroying it like I did. And now these parts have to come off. Man. There we go. There we go. Come on. Come on with that. There we go. Gracious. Okay, so 1, 2. And still, yeah, like so. Okay, and actually there's 2 more down here on the bottom, so 1 and 2. Yeah. Okay, so now we gotta pry this apart. Take these things off, and does this come off? Very interesting. Cool design. Customizable, I guess. I think something like this is a pretty valuable tool for something. It's sturdy and it can get into the little crevices very well. You can find it on Amazon, obviously. I think I got it in like a pack for, it might be from iFixit, I guess, for phone repair or something like that. But something plastic is good. You don't want metal here because it's just gonna crack and scratch the plastic. There we go. A little bit of give in there. Okay, and then this is where something like this can come in handy because you can just shove it in there to make it so it won't go back. And then work on the other side. It's always one side that's easier than the other, right? Easy there, cowboy. There we go. Okay. Just pull, pry, twist, do all you can. And at some point it should disconnect. Whatever it is. And then you can get to the bottom of it. And then you can see that, what is going on here? This piece is clicky. This piece is not. So what's going on here? If I can see into these here, let's see. So not clicky anymore. Still clicky if it was in the right spot. Oh, it's broken, that's why. See, that is just not at all clicky. So that, no, you try cleaning this out. Try cleaning this button out and see if we can't get it to be clicky. If not, we'll have to get a new button for this. Alright, let's see if we can't clean it out with a little bit of isopropyl alcohol first. Press here, maybe. Let's see. So that didn't do anything at all. Man, that is just, even with all that, it's still absolutely unresponsive. You can hear the click, click, click. Nothing. So the only real option for this is to replace that button. Could I use this? Let's see. They really just use like straight up from a damn Arduino set. Is that what they did? I mean, that is damn near the same button. It really is. That is crazy. That is like straight up from a Arduino set that I have. Okay, well in that case, I'm just gonna take this piece off, put this piece on, and let's test that out. Let's get it under the microscope. Hey, look at that. I didn't think I was gonna have to do any soldering for this one, but we might. All right, so this is the button giving us an issue. Let's see. Absolutely no tactile give. So removing this button is pretty simple in concept, but like a lot of things, it's more difficult in practice. You just need some copper wick, a soldering iron, and some flux to get the job done. Nothing too fancy. Use a copper wick to soak up the solder from the 4 legs of the pin, and if it's being stubborn, that's when you can add some flux to help entice it onto the wick. The issue for this particular case was the button being surrounded by all these little bits of plastic that hold the actual triggers, and I really didn't want to completely melt them while trying to fix this controller. So one thing you can do is add some Kapton tape around the button to try and help shield the plastic from your soldering iron, because it will easily melt if you brush up against it, and it's a real tight area to work in, so if you have unsteady hands like me, you can guarantee you're going to do just that. Once you've gone around and removed most of the solder, you should be able to work the button free. I didn't want to use hot air because, again, I didn't want to potentially melt any of the plastic. Okay. So the old button, the new button, they are, yeah, they're identical. And yeah, I just had this lying around from an Arduino set, so yeah, it's not a special button. The trick's gonna be getting it to have the same little legs as that. So, without breaking this button. It's not off this part, yeah. Okay. Now it's a lot better. Look at that. Oh, boom. I will say that's probably a little too long on this side. Probably gonna cut that down just a little bit more. Take a little bit off. If it can. Add a little flux here. A little flux here. A little flux here. Flux here. Place a button here. Reattaching the new button's an even simpler approach. Just get into position, add some flux, and come in with your soldering tip and apply new leaded solder. If you have a decent soldering iron, you might be able to use a very fine soldering tip like this curved one here to get in close. There aren't any large ground planes to worry about soaking up the heat, so it does work pretty well in this case and can help you avoid inadvertently melting the plastic around it. Unfortunately, this trigger was broken as well, but it's nothing a little super glue can't fix. Because I'm a nice guy, we'll give it a little bit of a clean out real fast before we reassemble. I'm gonna do this, but I'm gonna put some gloves on because it's kind of nasty touching people's grimy ass sweat stuff. Now that that's glued on there and in place and everything's working well and we're sort of cleaned up, let's put it back together. Let's see, this right here. All right, and that'll do it for this repair. That button's now fixed. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you learned something useful. If you have similar issues with your Razer Wolverine controller or any other controller, it might help you out. Just open it up, take a look at those buttons. Unfortunately, you might have to replace the actual button, like in this case. Hopefully not. Hopefully cleaning it works for you. But if not, hopefully this video can help you power through it and get your controller back to working condition. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please hit that like button down below. If you're new around here and enjoy these type of videos, subscribe to the channel, and we'll catch you in the next one.